Ladies and gentlemen, it's King Thrash. I can't believe it. My eyes can't believe what my eyes are seeing. He says crazy stuff, man. LOL, people really got gaming channels and don't know gaming. Oh, this triggered me. Don't know gaming? So immediately I invited him for a first to 10 in Mortal Kombat. You guys know how I am. The moment these guys start talking about this, I'm like, I'm looking for somebody to put digital hands on. And by the way, on that note, Mortal Kombat 1 is now a Play Anywhere title. I'm going to enter the Xbox Labs and I'm going to do some learning. I want to go ahead and, facilitate. I want to facilitate my learning in Mortal Kombat. King Thrash, I'm inviting you to actually come teach me Mortal Kombat like you've been telling people that you were going to do a while back. I didn't forget. I saw the comments. People were telling me they were coming from your channel. Some of them were from my channel. They said, King Thrash said he'll play you in any game. I offer you Mortal Kombat 1. We can do Street Fighter 6. We can do MK11. I'm not really good at that one, but I really want to learn. We could do whatever game you want in terms of fighting games. I play for mastery. Let's go. If there's a game that you think you can beat me in, by all means put the game, but I'm going to also put my own game so that we can assess to see if I truly do play video games. I don't like it when you guys say that. That's why I always bring you guys to the forefront and call you out. How dare you? Anyways, he says, whoever this VG Fight School guy is proof that idiots run around talking about stuff they haven't taken a second to understand. All right. But you have to play me this game. If not, you're ducking. And I've been messaging you. I've been replying to a lot of what you've been saying, King Thrash. Right? Here it is. Oh, there we go. He finally gave me his gamer tag. Let's go. MK1. Let's go. That's fine. Good. I thought he was running. However, to his comments about not understanding gaming, people are asking him questions over here, where he's talking about all kinds of different interesting things. For instance, the fact that PlayStation also has to spend money to make this 30% that everybody is crying about, that it's do nothing 30%. Some people are even swearing that they would rather take 30% of PlayStation rather than the 70% of Xbox, Epic Games, Rockstar, and all these big dogs that are basically big publishers on PlayStation. They're capping because that's actually crazy. The reason they're saying this is because it's Xbox. Ask them if they'll take the 30% of PlayStation without the Rockstar 70%. They'll never tell you that because the 30% basically gets dwarfed at the end of the day. Now, you can position yourself to be the 30% collector, but here's the thing. You can be that 30% collector, but you can't stand against Xbox because now that Xbox is actually dishing games, this is the new paradigm that they want to bring to shift the narrative. Xbox has bludgeoned PlayStation into irrelevance via content delivery. And so here we are now. They want to go ahead and they want to try to use some kind of a, juju to change everything up. That 30% somehow is better because you're not doing the heavy lifting. They all know that that's absolute nonsense. In fact, let's go ahead and let's take a look at, say, let me go ahead and help these guys kind of see a huge hole and a huge gaping problem with their analysis. Marvel Spider-Man 2. I remember sitting with Pudorock77 on his podcast and we're having a discussion and he said that Marvel Spider-Man 2 already broke even and made profit on PlayStation's platform. Everybody knows this. You know this. I know this. We know this. Even though it didn't sell as much as Spider-Man 1 on PlayStation, it made its money back by selling about 11, maybe 12, maybe by now 15 million units. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if the game has just, say, broken even on the PlayStation platform and PlayStation was able to get 100% revenue, paid its percentage fees to Marvel, which is insane, by the way. It's almost like it's more than this 30% that they're talking about. But these same folks said that it was actually profitable. They never said anything that Marvel is actually not doing the heavy lifting and all that. Now, let's just leave that alone and let's say the game came to Steam. To do what? To make more money. Who would ever exchange and substitute the position of this game's money-making capabilities with the platform holder's 30%? None of these guys are going to do that. That's absolutely crazy. That's absolutely crazy. In fact, let me go ahead and even talk to King Thrash, who said that YouTubers are running around and not knowing what they're talking about. King Thrash, you also had a YouTube channel. YouTube takes 45% of your revenue for the work that you do. Would you substitute the 55% that you get for the 45% that YouTube takes because you don't get to do any work? Or would you ever say that YouTube does not do anything and makes 45%? None of you would ever say that. This is all a facade. Why are we even trying to do this? See how I'm exposing all of you based on the reality that you all are eating. But when it comes to Xbox, you have to give it differentiation. You literally have to give a differentiation. That's insane. That you all cannot maintain the same energy levels in significant areas, but because it's Xbox, you all have a conversation on how Xbox does worse and PlayStation does better, but you will never say that YouTube does nothing, makes 45%. This is how I know that I told you guys that this was bait. Every single one of you are eating it hook, line, and sinker. It's an intellectual bait to expose whether or not you have actually considered the claims that you've been making. And you said that I'm an idiot running around. Bro, you have a YouTube channel. You're an indictment to your own attempt to maybe discredit me. Why do you have a YouTube channel at all? Why do any of you that are saying that, every single one of you that are saying it, you watch YouTubers who tell you these things, and why have you never actually pointed back and asked them and said, hey, dear YouTuber guy, would you ever say that YouTube is not doing anything and making 45% of your revenue? Go ask them. Let them come back and tell you. And YouTube doesn't even have to sell any hardware. Yet they'll never say that. That's the problem. Well, but when it comes to Xbox, they all want to pour pixie dust in your eyes because they don't necessarily respect you. You all are basically sitting there fomenting, and no one wants to think outside of the box. Somebody needs to break out of this mirage that you all are in. It's a hypnosis. It's crazy. No one is saying that it's a bad thing. I'm not saying that it's a bad thing that PlayStation is spending money to actually make 30%. I'm not saying that it's a bad thing that they're making 30%. I just wanted to go ahead and, in a sense, tear down a trash pillar that you guys built up intellectually. That's what I wanted to do. So what did I do? I made you guys tear it down yourselves. I handed it to you, and you guys basically burned it down because you weren't paying attention. That's the beauty of the PlayStation fanboy. Give them something, wrap it up, and just make sure that they basically trip up on their own ideas because you all are not paying attention to your own claims and to your own ideas and to your own lifestyles. That's what I always used to get every single one of you. Have you not learned? Have you not learned? Okay, keep it up. Let's keep going. Thank you for watching the video. Peace out.